Muscle loss, also known as muscle atrophy, is a silent condition that can affect anyone, regardless of age or fitness level. It often begins subtly. Tasks that once felt easy suddenly seem more difficult. Stairs feel steeper, and recovery from exertion takes longer. But the incredible truth that this decline is not inevitable. In fact, research and real-world results have shown that a specific vitamin can not only slow down muscle loss, but actually stop it within just 14 days. This isn't a vague hope or a marketing gimmick. It's a scientifically supported solution that has changed the game for countless people. Illustrates the vitamin in question plays a critical role in muscle metabolism, protein synthesis, and cellular recovery. When the body is deficient in this key nutrient, muscle breakdown accelerates, especially during periods of stress, illness, or inactivity. Muscles are dynamic tissues. They are constantly breaking down and rebuilding. When that rebuilding process is disrupted by nutritional gaps, the body starts losing lean muscle mass faster than it can regenerate it. But when this essential vitamin is restored to optimal levels, the rebuilding process resumes, often with surprising speed. What makes this so powerful is the timeline. 14 days, just 2 weeks, what this study illustrates. That's how long it takes for measurable, visible, and physical changes to begin. People who had been experiencing weakness and fatigue began noticing renewed energy. Muscle tightness and definition started returning. Illustrates simple activities, carrying groceries, climbing stairs, or exercising felt easier, more natural. This kind of change ignites something deeper than just physical transformation. It sparks hope, motivation, and a powerful sense of momentum. The body is an incredible machine. It is always seeking balance, healing, and strength, but it can't do it alone. It needs fuel. It needs building blocks. What this study illustrates, this vitamin acts like a key that unlocks the body's ability to rebuild muscle tissue efficiently. Once it's present in the right amount, protein synthesis ramps up, damaged fibers begin to repair, and inflammation decreases. The body begins to move more freely, posture improves, and that sluggish feeling begins to disappear. This isn't about aesthetics or gym performance. It's about function, independence, and vitality. Muscle mass is linked to everything from metabolic health to immune strength. Strong muscles support bones, protect joints, and keep energy levels high. Illustrates muscle loss, on the other hand, can lead to fatigue, poor balance, and even long-term disability if left unchecked. What the study illustrates. That's why the ability to stop muscle loss in such a short time frame is so significant. It means the fight isn't over. It means you can get back what you thought was lost. For people who've struggled with injury, aging, or even emotional burnout, this 14-day turnaround is more than just a physical shift. It's a mental breakthrough. When progress happens fast, belief comes back, doubt fades, confidence returns. People start showing up differently, not just in workouts, but in life. They speak with more conviction, walk with more purpose, and take on challenges they once avoided. That's what real transformation looks like. Not just a change in muscle mass, but a total shift in mindset. Consistency is key, of course. The 14-day window shows what's possible, but long-term success depends on ongoing care, good nutrition, regular movement. Illustrates, and staying mindful of what your body needs. But the spark begins quickly. Illustrates that first 2 weeks can serve as the launch pad for a bigger comeback, a comeback rooted in science, guided by self-respect, and fueled by daily action. What this study, the power to stop muscle loss, isn't in some far-off solution. It's here. It's now. And it begins with giving your body exactly what it needs to do, what it's already designed to dog, grow, adapt, and become stronger. The science is clear. The results are real. The only question left is, are you ready to start your 14-day turnaround? Strength is far more than physical. It is the foundation of how we carry ourselves, how we face challenges, and how we navigate through life. When we feel strong in our bodies, we think clearer, stand taller, and move with intention. Muscle loss doesn't just affect our ability to lift, run, or work out. It slowly chips away at our confidence and vitality. The decline is gradual, almost invisible at first, but it reaches deep into every area of life. What this study illustrates. That's why regaining muscle is not just a matter of health or fitness. It's a matter of reclaiming who you are at your core. illustrates. Think back to time when you felt your strongest. Maybe it was when you were consistent in your workouts, or when you had boundless energy to get through the day. Maybe it was simply being able to do basic things. Carrying bags, playing with your kids, climb illustrates, climbing stairs without a second thought. That physical strength had a ripple effect. It wasn't just about what your muscles could do. It was about how you showed up in your life. You felt empowered, capable, alive. That feeling doesn't have to stay in the past. It can return. What this illustrates, faster than you think. When you start rebuilding muscle, you're not just adding size or tone, you're rebuilding belief in yourself. What this study illustrates, you're rewriting the story that says you're too old, too tired, or too far gone. What this study illustrates, every ounce of strength you gain physically brings with it a renewed mental strength. It reminds you that progress is possible, that control is possible, that your best days can still be ahead, not behind. That kind of mindset shift is what truly transforms lives. Physical decline often leads to a cycle of hesitation. You start second guessing yourself. You become more cautious, not just with movements illustrates, but with decisions. You shrink your world to avoid risk. You avoid certain clothes, activities, or opportunities because you don't feel like anymore. But when strength returns, so does your courage. You start taking up space again. Study illustrates. You move with certainty. You trust your body, and that trust bleeds into everything. How you speak, how you lead, you love, how you dream illustrates. Confidence is not about arrogance or ego. It's about knowing you can count on yourself, about walking into a room and feeling like you belong. Study illustrates. It's about making commitments and knowing you can follow through. And that confidence starts in the body. When you feel strong, you act strong. Your posture moves, your energy radiates, and people notice. More importantly, you notice. You see yourself differently. Illustrates, and that self-image is everything. It shapes how you treat yourself and what you believe you're capable of. The beautiful part is that this transformation can begin quickly. As muscle begins to rebuild and strength returns, you feel the shift. You wake up with more energy. Movements become smoother. Tasks become easier. That tired, heavy feeling starts to lift. And with each small win illustrates, your motivation grows. You're no longer surviving the day. You're owning it. That spark of strength fuels the fire of purpose. And before you know it, illustrates, you limits you once accepted as fixed. When you prioritize your physical strength, you're making a statement that your health matters. What this study illustrates, that your time matters, that your life matters. You're saying, I'm not done. And that energy is contagious. The people around you see it. Your family feels it. Your peers respect it. Strength inspires strength. When one person rises, they show others what's possible. And that begins with simple, powerful decision to stop the loss and start rebuilding. Your body wants to support you. It's built to adapt, to recover, to grow. But you have to take that first step. You have to believe that you are worth the effort, that you are worthy of feeling strong, confident, and full of life again. Muscle is more than tissue. It's your foundation, your armor, your momentum. And every day you invest in it illustrates you invest in the most powerful version of yourself. That version isn't far away. It's already within you, waiting to be unlocked. The human body is designed to survive, adapt, and thrive. It has an extraordinary ability to recover from damage, to rebuild what's been broken, and to come back stronger than before. But even with all this power, it can only do what it's meant to do when given the right support. Muscle loss doesn't happen because the body is weak. It happens because the body is lacking what it needs to fight back. This study illustrates, once that missing piece is restored, everything starts to change. The body doesn't just stop losing muscle. It starts rebuilding it with speed and precision that surprises even those who had given up hope. The truth is, the body is always ready to fight for you. You just have to give it the tools. Every day, your muscles go through a natural process of breakdown and repair. When that repair process is supported by proper nutrients and the right internal environment, muscle mass is maintained or even increased. But when the repair process is slowed by deficiency, inflammation, or stress, the breakdown outpaces the rebuilding. This is when fatigue sets in. Strength decreases, and then everyday tasks begin to feel like burdens. The amazing part is that this cycle can be reversed quickly When the right vitamin is introduced at the right time, muscle protein synthesis increases, inflammation decreases, and energy levels begin to climb again. The body recognizes that it finally has what it needs and immediately goes to work. This isn't about some miracle cure or overnight transformation. What this study illustrates, it's about restoring balance and unlocking the natural mechanisms the body already has. The muscles are ready to grow. The energy is ready to return. Illustrates the systems are in place. What's missing is the signal that tells the body it's time to rebuild. That signal often comes in the form of a simple but powerful nutrient that supports everything from metabolism to muscle repair to cellular energy. Once it's in place, the entire machine kicks back into motion. What felt stuck starts to move again. What felt weak starts to regain strength. People often assume that once muscle is lost, it's gone for good. That belief keeps them from trying. But studies and real life results show that this isn't true. Muscle can be regained. Function can return. And it can happen faster than most expect. Illustrates the body is not the enemy. It's not giving up on you. It's waiting for you to give it what it needs to do its job. Once that happens, the process begins almost immediately. Within days, you start to notice small changes, more stability when walking, more ease getting out of a chair, less soreness after movement. These may seem minor, but they're powerful signs of momentum. And once momentum starts, it builds fast. The body is incredibly responsive. When supported properly, it doesn't just recover, it overcompensates. Illustrates, it works harder to make sure the muscle returns stronger, more resilient, and more stable than before. This is the body's way of protecting you. It doesn't just study illustrates. It doesn't just want to get back to baseline. It wants to push beyond it. That's why people who start rebuilding muscle often notice improvements in posture, energy, mood, and even sleep. Everything is connected, and it all begins with giving the body what it needs to operate at full capacity. Muscle isn't just about looking strong. It's about feeling strong. It's about moving through the world with confidence, balance, and control. The loss of that strength often brings frustration, sadness, and even fear. What this study illustrates. But when you realize that the body hasn't given up, that it's just been waiting, you regain not only your physical strength, but your mental resilience. What this study illustrates, that realization is a turning point. It shifts the mindset from hopelessness to determination. And from that place, everything changes. What this study illustrates, the most incredible part is that the body doesn't hold grudges. No matter how long you've been struggling, no matter how far you feel you've slipped, the body will respond the moment you start giving it what it needs. It will forgive the neglect. It will forget the damage. It will go to work, rebuilding, restoring, and regenerating. All it takes is that first decision to support it. That first step toward replenishing what was missing. And once that process begins, the results follow quickly. Strength is already within you. It's built into your design. What this study illustrates. You don't have to create it from scratch. You just have to activate it. The body is ready. It always has been. Study illustrates. Now is the time to give it what it's been waiting for. The fight is not over. In fact, it's just beginning. And this time, you're going in with the tools to win. There is a moment in every journey where a choice must be made. The choice to act or to wait, to step forward or stay stuck, to reclaim your strength, or third, or keep living in hesitation. That moment is now. When it comes to muscle loss and regaining strength, time is everything. What this study illustrates, every day you delay, you allow your body to weaken a little more, your confidence to shrink a little further, and your energy to fade a little deeper. But the opposite is also true. Every day you choose to act is a day that brings you closer to power, to purpose, to the version of yourself that moves with energy and lives with intention. Now is the moment to act, not tomorrow, not next week. Now, people often wait for the perfect time. They wait for their schedule to clear, their motivation to return, their energy to magically reappear. But waiting never wins. Waiting is what lets strength slip through your fingers. Action is what stops the decline. Action is what signals to your body that you're ready for change. You don't have to be perfect to begin. You just have to begin. Because when you start illustrates, even with something small, the body responds. It listens, it adapts, it begins to build again. This study illustrate. That's how fast things shift when you stop postponing and start doing. The first step might feel hard. It usually does, illustrates them, but that's because it matters. Change is always uncomfortable at first, but that discomfort is proof that you're alive, that you care, illustrates that something inside you still believes there's more ahead. That spark of belief is all you need to start. From there, momentum will take over. As your body starts to respond, you'll begin to feel the return of your energy, your strength spark. You'll feel your confidence rise again with use straits. And with each day, it will become easier, more natural, more rewarding. This study illustrates. But it all starts with a decision to stop waiting and start moving forward. The beauty of acting now is that results can come quickly. In just study illustrates 14 days, you can stop muscle loss. In just 2 weeks, your body can start rebuilding what was lost. That short period can mark the difference between a downward spiral and a powerful comeback. But if you wait, that window slips further away. Study illustrates. And the longer you wait, the harder it becomes. The body is willing, but it works best when you meet it halfway. What this study illustrates, you don't need to overhaul your life in one day. You just need to take the first step today and keep stepping tomorrow. There's power in urgency, not panic, but purpose. When you treat your health like it matters, it begins to respond in kind. You have to wait for a diagnosis, a scare, or a study illustrates, or a setback to make a change. You can choose strength now. You can reclaim your energy now. You can fuel your body, support your muscles, illustrates, and build momentum now. Every moment you wait is a moment you could be healing. Every day you delay is a day your strength could be returning. It illustrates the power of acting in the present. Life will never hand you the perfect conditions. It will never pause and give you a clean slate. Study illustrates, but you don't need perfect. You need a reason. And that reason is already within you. Felt the frustration of weakness. You've noticed the difference in how you move, how you feel, how you carry yourself. That awareness is your wake-up call. That discomfort is your signal. It's time. No more excuses, no more delay, no more settling. The strength you want is on the other side of action. And action begins now. You are not powerless. You are not stuck. You are not too far gone. You are one decision away from change. The path is already laid out. Straits, the results have already been proven. Your body is waiting for your signal. Give what it needs, and it will return the favor. It will strengthen. It will repair. It will rise, and so will you. But none of that can happen until you move. So move now. Choose now. Act now. Because every second counts. Illustrates. And this moment, this one right here is your starting line